Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we want to see together how we can create a new project in the AI portal, and we will have a look to the option that we have in the AI portal. Let's go. Over here, by clicking on create new project, you can create a new project. Under the project name, you can enter a name. Under the path, you can specify a path that you want your project to be saved in. The version of the portal that I'm using is version 20. Under the author, you can write your name, whatever you want. And in the comment, you can comment whatever you want. And then hit create button and the project will be created. Okay, and afterwards we will land it on this page. Here we can add different devices like CPU or drives or HMI. Here I will start with adding a CPU and I will show you how it works. On the left side I will click add new device and the devices will show up. Under controllers I want to add a 1215 CPU, or this one 1215 DC. It doesn't really matter which one we choose right now. Okay, by clicking on the PLC on the right side, you will see the article number, and then under that you have the version of the firmware, and then you can choose the firmware according to your CPU, and you have the description also. And by clicking of the add button, it will be added to the project. It takes a bit time, and then it will ask regarding the password. I will just skip it for now. I will press next, and then finish. I will try to explain it later in a separate video. Okay, and right now the PLC has been added to our project. The project is the introduction, and under introduction you have device and network. And over here you can see the devices that you have added to your project under network view. Here you can change the name of the devices that you have added. For example, I have changed the name of the CPU to intro. As you can see on the top, you have three different views. Device view, so it's the CPU, and on the right side you are seeing the CPU, and this CPU has two Profinet interfaces, as you can see, and on the network view, but you are only seeing one Profinet. So basically these two are the same when you are only using network view and not topology view. And on the topology there are two different Profinet, better to say a slot. I will try to explain it later on what are the difference, but if you do not know what is topology view, it's better to leave it for now and just work with network view. And let's take a look at our project tree. We have under CPU program blocks, we can write our programs, and this is where we have our main OB1 basically the OB1 is the block that will be executed in each cycle time of CPU. You can write your program here, and on the right side you have instructions. You have some basic elements on the top, and under instruction you can find all the functions that you need to add to your project. For example, comparator, mass function, or whatever is needed can be found here, and these are all in ladder logic. You can find all of them. You can also go to other tabs, for example technology, under that you can find different structure. I will try to explain all of them hopefully later on. If you cannot find the specific function that you're looking, you can just search it over there. For example, right now I'm looking for the add, not this one. I will go to the next with this one, for example, this add, and this can be added to your project for as an example. And the other important thing is PLC tags. If we go to device view, and I will zoom it in, and you see here these are the addresses of our input and outputs. You can specify a name for these addresses. Over here, if you go to properties and IO tags, you can, for example, define a name for I0.0. For example, motor 1 on. And for the next one, for example, motor 2 off. It's just an example. I want to show you how it works. And on the top, on the PLC side, you are seeing right now that motor 1 on and motor 2 off is written. And under PLC tags, you can either add a new tag table or you have your default tag table. So these two tags that I defined, they went to the default tag table because I didn't specify other tag table. So as you can see here, we have only 2 tag, but here it says we have 32 tag. If we go to system constants, we see that we have already some tags defined. I won't explain it in detail, but I just wanted to show you where does this number comes in 32. So basically we have like 30 tags in the system constant, and we have defined 2 tags, so in total we have 32 tags in this tag table. And then we have also technology objects. Under technology objects, we can add PID controller, we can add motion control, instruction and dynamics technology. These are only for your information. I will explain them later on. Under PLC data types, user-defined data types, you can define your user-defined data types. I will cover them in a separate video. Under watch and force table, you can observe the value of the tags that you want. For example, here we have added two tags, motor 1 off, motor 1 on, and motor 2 off. You can name the watch table if you want. We had like motor 1 on and motor 2 off. Oops. And when you are online, you can press go online and you can see the monitor value, and if it's needed, you can change and modify the value. And under that we have traces. You can add trace and see the changes of tags if it's needed. I won't cover it right now. In a separate video. Program blocks, you can add new program block. It can be OB, FC, FB, or a data block. Here for just showing you, I will add a test function block. I will let it be ladder, and here you see that our test function block has been added under program blocks. Over here with save project, you can save your current progress, and here we have some options. Here with this button you can compile your program and see if there is any error. For example, I just compile it, and here it says under info, compiling finished without error, without warning. And next to compile, we have download to device, and then we have start simulation. I will explain it later on. And when you are connected to your PLC, you can go online and in an online see this how the program is executing. Here you can start your PC, put it in run mode, accessible device, find all the devices that are available on the network. This was just the introduction to the environment, and I showed how a new CPU can be added to a project and how a new project can be created. If you want to support me, please like the video and subscribe, and stay tuned. I will upload more videos for you. Thank you. Bye.